In the month of November, we received dividend payments from 11 different companies, and we're starting right here with TD Bank. This Canadian-based bank just recently announced its Q4 earnings, which beat expectations, and they announced a dividend increase by just under 8%. They have 8 years of dividend growth, but have actually been paying a dividend for the last 22 years. The 5-year dividend growth rate is 8.71%, and they've got a growing yield as the share price has definitely come down a little bit year to date. I currently own 45.7 shares, which paid us $29.10 as we started off the month of November. Next up is Verizon. With 18 years of dividend growth, they've got a pretty fantastic 6.7% yield. Payout ratio is only 48.63%, and our 37 shares paid us out $20.48, bringing our total up to $49.58. AT&T, ticker symbol is T, and they have 0 years of dividend growth, and that's because earlier this year they did a spin-off with Warner Media, and we all saw that dividend get cut pretty significantly. But I'm still in the game for that 5.76% dividend yield, and I have 141 shares, so AT&T paid me $35.82, bringing our total up to $85.40. Next up is JEPI, or the JP Morgan Equity Premium Income ETF, and this one is a monthly payer. It's a managed ETF that does have an expense ratio of 0.35%. JEPI looks to hold specific stocks that are selected from the S&P 500 and holds securities with some lower volatility. In addition, they write covered calls to fuel the monthly income. We currently own 42 shares and received $22.79 this month, bringing our total up to $108.19. Now don't laugh at this one, you guys. I seriously only own 1 share of Apple, but it paid us 23 cents in the month of November. Apple's got 9 years of dividend growth, 5-year dividend growth rate of 8.15%, and the payout ratio is super low because they are really not giving us much in the way of a dividend yield because it's only 0.62%. But I'll take that 23 cents because it brought my total up just a wee bit to $108.42. STAG Industrials is another monthly payer in the bunch. And if you haven't seen the video I did recently, I actually dove into this company and 4 other monthly payers. I'll leave a link for you guys in the comments below and you can check it out later. But STAG gives us 10 years of dividend growth. They also give us a pretty shoddy 5-year dividend growth rate at 0.78%, but I'm kind of in it for that 4.44% dividend yield. And so our 20 shares paid us $2.43. And that brings our total up to $110.85. Proctor Gamble. How I wish I owned more shares. This is a dividend king that boasts 66 years of dividend growth. 5-year dividend growth rate's not too bad at 5.68% and a 2.45% dividend yield. We've only got 15 shares, but they paid us $13.78. And this brought our total up to $124.63. And here's the third monthly payer in the bunch, and it's Realty Income. They hold a dividend aristocrat distinction with 25 years of dividend growth. With 100 quarterly dividend increases and 629 declared monthly dividends, we own a total of 81.5 shares and received $20.14 last month, bringing our total up to $144.77. Our biggest payment this month comes from Abbvie. The ticker symbol is ABBV. And Abbvie is a pharmaceutical company, and they've been growing their dividend for the last 9 years. But check out that 5-year dividend growth rate, 17.26%, which is pretty impressive. They've got a dividend yield of 3.67%, and our 31.5 shares paid us that $44.11, bringing our total up to $188.88. Next, we received a payment from Main Street Capital, which is another monthly payer. They've only got 1 year of dividend growth, but they do actually have 10 years of consecutive dividend payments. The 5-year dividend growth rate is only 3%, but they do have a dividend yield of 6.9%. We currently own 90 shares of Main Street Capital, and we received a dividend payment of $19.83, bringing our total up over the $200 mark to $208.71. The last company to pay us a dividend is Arbor Realty, and they've got 9 years of dividend growth and a very impressive 5-year dividend growth rate of 16.42%. And what's even more impressive is a 10.75% dividend yield right now. We've got 10 shares of Arbor Realty. It's a newer position in our portfolio, and they paid us $4, bringing our grand total for the month of November up to $212.71. Now, November isn't actually our best month yet so far this year, but it's the best month compared to the corresponding months that pay us from these same companies. So if we look at those companies that pay in February, May, August, and November, you can see very clearly that this is our best month within this time frame. And here you can see our year-to-date dividend income, starting from that 60 cents way back in the beginning of January to now we're ending at $212.71, which brings our year-to-date total of dividend income to $1,234.10. And I can't wait to see what the month of December is going to bring us, because I do think that December is going to bring us our best month yet. Now, if you noticed, I have 3 monthly payers in this bunch of 11 companies that we reviewed today, which are STAG Industrials, Realty Income, and Main Street Capital. So if you're interested in adding more monthly payers to your portfolio, take a peek at this video next.